A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Big 20, big 20. 21.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Going underneath for Gordon. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Play fake. Kaiser. Stepping up. He'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kaiser. And under the Lions' pressure. pressure. He's brought down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. 42.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ohio!
First down, Kaiser. The left side throw complete to Adams. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Kaiser now. And this is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Kaiser. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
2nd down, Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. But he's got his man, Hilton. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 15 and a first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From the red zone now, Kaiser dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They come out here in the eye. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Here we go. White.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Perry in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing right around the midfield stripe. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Kaiser. And his throw here is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go!
Kaiser to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Kaiser on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Kaiser going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Come on, let's go. White, 90.
They'll throw again. Kaiser. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To the air again, Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 3rd and long for Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Come on, let's go. White,
4th down, Kaiser, desperation time. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So out now come the Lions. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And partner, this